Ladies and gentlemen, my name is IndustrialFaith. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Factorio 4X, your 15-minute factorial fix. This is Season 3, Episode 10. Currently, I'm flailing around trying to build a little island to build a gate like we did on the western side. The little isthmus? Donimus? What am I doing? I don't know. So, the fun part is I'm not going to be able to get past the wall, which is kind of the idea. Again, we're trying to get to the mainland. We're trying to get to the mainland. So there we go. Now all these critters have access to us. Whether they're actually going to come anywhere near us is a question. But we do have, we've got a base right there at the edge. And if I recall, we're going to go bust it. And that's long reach for you. So I don't know when they're going to come flooding down at me. And there's me saving because I'm like, ooh, this could get poor. This could be a bad idea. But these bases seem to have grown a big worm right next to them. These guys are in the pollution zone, so it's not a surprise that they have the big worms. And I don't build a victory pole or a victory monument or anything. Wonder why. So now I'm going to go try and clear out the coal because I have a plan. Not to be confused with a dream, just a plan. My idea is that I'm going to... I don't know if I mentioned this before, but my idea is that... Excuse me, that was very noisy. My idea is that I'm going to... They're like ants. Oh, one of them hit me. So I'm not wearing armor. I need to be careful. The idea is that I will move the energy production off the island. I have this giant coal deposit right here, and that's enough energy for, oh, I don't know, ever in a day. So at some point I'm going to... the idea is that I'll move it off, move it off, and then I can, hopefully, again, the pollution will encourage the growth of biter bases. And why not use your enemies to your advantage? I mean, you need bits of the crystalline stuff that you find in their bases. So here's what it is. It's concrete. And there you go. It's a monument. Here was once a group of natives, and I slaughtered them because they were in the way. Because, you know, that's what you do, isn't it? No? Okay, whatever. So, again, I'm going to keep moving, base busting, trying to break up the big clumps. This is, this is, without having robots, this is, it's very... Now, I've seen people base turret creep with gun turrets, with regular ammunition-filled turrets. And if you aren't using a mod, there's a mod called autofill that automatically puts, like, an amount in there. If you're not using a mod like that, you have to be quick to fill the guns. And it's a lot slower. But you can do it. You absolutely can turret creep with regular turrets, regular gun turrets. But here I'm just going to keep creeping down with laser turrets because they're just very effective. I mean, who knew, right? Well, I wonder if they're actually true laser guns. They're their beam, their bolt is visible, and I don't think laser is in the visible spectrum. Not that it matters, I guess. So it's just big, giant groups down there. As you can see, the natives have started to visit. They've decided to come by and say hi. Okay, yeah, robot speed. Now the weird thing is, the logistical robot speed works for all robots. Not just, what do you call it? Not just construction bots, or not just logistic bots. It works for all robots. Yeah, somebody came up and attacked that thing for some reason. I have no idea where they came from. So I'm going to go back to base. Back to the base. Throw my research in there. And if I recall, I start looking at... What do I start looking at? Oh, I don't know. The copper line, apparently. Oh, yeah. You can actually concrete over your entire base. You don't have to make a path like this. You can make... I could concrete every piece in there. Now, it helps pollution spread. But, I mean, your pollution's going to spread. We're not particularly worried about it right now. Okay, yes. I am looking at building blue circuits and, I don't know what you call those. Enhancement modules? Production modules? I really don't know. I really don't know. So again, if you look, you can see we're making a lot of green circuits, but they're getting used up pretty quick. And we start building the production modules, or the enhancement modules, as they say. So here I'm going to be shutting down the copper. It's not fast enough, so I'm going to again use, what do you call it? Hooji-Madoozis. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm going to use electric furnaces. Oh my gosh. This English stuff is hard. And I'll use red circuits here. Red circuits, red belt. Got red circuits on the brain, kids. But we're gonna use so again, the throughput. Now the copper throughput's gonna actually be pretty fine. But I mean, this is, after this, the only thing running off coal is going to be steel, and I believe one of the copper smelters. So we're kind of moving past the coal era for smelting. We're going to go all electric, and again, electric is faster. So here I'm realizing if I'm going to expand red circuit production, I need to expand green circuit production, and I need to expand what do you call it? No. If I'm going to make blue circuits, I need to expand my green circuit production. So, this is me trying to... I could not figure out for the life of me why something wouldn't work. Then I realized because I was standing in the way. Check out the big brain on Brad. Kudos to anyone who knows the reference. So... here's a hint. It's a Val Kilmer movie. No, not Batman. Shush. So here we are. We have just we've added, oh, I'd say 60% more production. Yes, that sounds about right. And I'm looking at what do I need to build power armor. That's my next goal, is power armor. Here's a hint. I need a heck of a lot more alien artifacts, alien parts, cotton candy, because somehow the best power armor is made of spun sugar. Spun sugar. I think cotton candy is delicious, personally. Just me. So in order to build the production modules, it's going to takes each one takes 5 red, 5 green. The blue circuits, it's like 20 green, 10 reds. It's a ridiculous amount. Just ridiculous. So, but I only need about 50. And this, again, is to build the power armor, because you need, let's see, you need 5 level 3 production, 5 level 3 efficiency modules. Let's see, 5 and 4. Let's see, it's 20. It takes, I think you need about 80 of each to get there. 80 level 1s to transform up and then transform up. So, again, didn't do the math. I should. Be a simple spreadsheet. Should be able to do it in my head. Nah, not a big deal. So we're just gonna let the copper burn itself off, so to speak, because it's not a huge rush. Here we go. That's funny. For some reason I make the path here right where I put those big power poles. Don't ask me why. I just did. And again, I could cover the entire island with concrete. There's no need to, but I could. Again, still kind of focusing on the copper. I'm gonna make this all red belt so it really moves off the line. Now, I don't know if I'm ever going to build blue belt. I might. I don't know, though. I mean, gosh, how big would your factory... Again, your factory must be huge if you're using blue belts. It's got to be immense. So... And I'm just letting it burn off. And then I get tired of it. I'm like, nope. And again, copper doesn't look like it's an issue right now, but when we're moving or when we're creating new stuff, again, we're suddenly going to see crashes and shocks to the system, so to speak. I think at this point I just get rid of them. So let's just get the factories going. You know, let's get the electric furnaces going. There's no need to mess around with anything else. I think I try to fit one more in there. Do I? I think I do. I don't know why. Oh, symmetry, I guess. I suppose. And so now I need to rearrange. Now, there's no copper in the system at all. There's none coming through. And at this point, I'm not really caring. I just kind of went, whatever. So... Because sometimes you just have to go, whatever, we're done. And go from there. And so now plastic's all put back together. We'll get copper rolling. What it is the upper copper was actually connected to the power grid just by the southern copper. And here we go. Alright. Moving right along. Whoosh! Look at that. Oh, delicious. Delicious copper! To be fair. Now, okay, the reason the copper looks like it's flowing back onto the line, that's an optical illusion because the speed of the video has been increased 4 times. It's not an error I've made. It's the same way where it's if you watch wheels on a television show, they'll sometimes appear to be going backwards. I know you've seen it on television. It's one of those weird optical illusions. And if the throughput on the copper is just right, it'll look like it's going backwards. So that's where I'm going to head out next. That's what I was showing on the map, where I want to go next, because I need to secure that whole area, because I certainly need the iron down there. And again, like I said, I'm going to build the big coal power plant, Doom. And so here we're just making the copper throughput to the green circuits. Essentially, we're giving it the most priority, because this actually is the most copper hungry part of the line, period. And as I increase it, it's only going to get hungrier. I don't know how much more I'm going to increase it. Probably a lot. Oh, it doesn't look like that much here, but... Okay, so now essentially what's going to have happened is in this episode, I'll have doubled the green circuit production. That's always good. So we went from 6 assemblers to 12. And we're still on the blue assemblers. Because I don't think we have the yellow puce assemblers yet. I'll start building some of those, but they are fairly expensive. They take, again, they take 4 level 1 speed processors, or level 4 level 1 speed modules. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're wrapping this up. Thank you for joining me for the latest episode of Factorio 4X, your 15-minute Factorio fix. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. So please have a good night and bye-bye.